Hey, good morning. This edition of Fix It Steve, we need to get rid of this tree stump there. A stump grinder costs about $325 to rent. So we're going to fix that problem. So sometimes the way you fix something is to pay somebody else to do it. It's okay. That cost me $350 to have somebody else do it. So essentially $25 because it would have cost me $325 to do it myself. Hi, welcome to this edition of Fix It Friday. On this episode, not really fixing anything. It's more like construction. I'm Construction Steve instead of Fix It Steve. I'm going to build a deck as a foundation for a Costco Greenhouse that we bought, and then I'll be putting that Costco Greenhouse up on it. But first I got to build a deck. So I bought a new 10 foot by 10 foot cover, so I could, because it's hot as you know what out here. It's like 97, sweating like a pig. Inside joke. And so I'm gonna go to time lapse. We're gonna see if we can't get this done, build a deck. I'm gonna use Trex on the top, mostly time lapse I think. And then there's also a Costco on Facebook. There's the Costco Greenhouse has some pages, so I might put my build there as well. All right, so let's get to it. Okay, so here's a good tip if you're building anything. If you need a piece of lumber a particular size, don't ever measure. So like these are 13 foot 2x6s. So I mean, I'm sorry, 16 foot. So I want them to be 13 foot. So I will not measure from one end 3 feet and then mark it off and cut it. You always measure from one end to the length that you want, and the reason because it's lumber. So here this end is even, and I've clamped them. But even though we know that they're both 2x6 by 13, you can see the dimension here. I mean, that's significant. That's where's my tape measure? That's about 3/4 of an inch. So that's significant. So if I were to subtract 3 feet, one of them would be, the cut would be 3/4 of an inch off. So I'm going to measure 13 feet, mark it, and then what I do is, because they're put together like this, my blade is set for 2 inches, so it'll cut through the 1.5, then 1/2 inch into the next board. And so then when I cut it all the way through, I know that it's exactly the same as the other board. So that's what we're going to do. All right, let's get to that. Okay, so this is pressure treated lumber, but we made fresh cuts. And I was watching another video where a guy used this stuff called cut and seal. Lowe's didn't have it. Home Depot has it in some stores, but not at mine. So I got this Cabot semi-transparent stain and sealer. And the big thing I'm going to use is it just to stain the ends, the edge that I cut. So I'm gonna do it to all 8 edges that I have here, and then as I cut the joists, I'll be doing the same thing. I'll be applying this just to seal those edges from any moisture and hopefully prolong this project for years to come. Yeah? Okay. I forgot to turn on my camera earlier. This is day 2 of serious building. My son Alex, he's my partner today, and Tilk. We got it squared, mostly. We're gonna dig out, make these concrete blocks level, and then put in the joist today. So we'll go into time lapse. See ya.
Yellow. Uh-huh. 50 degrees directly from the air handler. Oh.
Okay. So this is day 3 of building the deck for the greenhouse. Got somebody working on my air conditioning, 'cause I don't know how to do that. So I thought I made a mistake. I was talking to a friend of mine who, when I told him I did 16 inches off center on here, he was like, for Trex it needs to be 12. And so I thought I was going to have to undo all this stuff. But 16 inches is good for Trex. But on this last bit, because I was going to have something end up right in the middle of one of these, it didn't work out. So I put one at 18 inches, and the spread here is 17 inches, and this is like 9, I think. Yeah, 9. So apparently the Trex has some flex in it. So we're going to take these 2x4s. I'm going to cut them down to length, and I'm just going to set them in between just to give the Trex more support if we're standing, because this is going to be the deck part. Structurally, I don't think it'll matter, but it'll help the Trex from, I guess if we were to do jumping jacks on it or something split, I don't know. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to cut those to length. We're going to put the hardware in, and then we're going to go get the actual Trex and install it all today, hopefully. All right, let's get to it.
Is that a skin tag on his eye?
Yeah, it's got like, he's got a...
Like a sty?
Yeah, like a sty or something.
Okay.
Yeah, they asked, my vet asked if I wanted to get rid of it. And I was like, well, how much does that cost? I don't think it's worth it. It doesn't seem to bother him too much.
I mean, if it's not bothering him or his eyesight.
Yeah, he bumps it every now and then, and it'll
bleed a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the top of your head.
Like when I run stuff in the top of my head. Yeah.
I know that all too well. Just bump your head on anything and it starts to bleed.
It's not a project till he hits his head.
Brand new tool bag.
I bought it when we were doing the roof.
That thing don't even look like it's been used.
No, I've used it exactly.
Like you should get the suspenders to go with it.
I don't ever.
Oh, somebody get the camera.
Oh no! Camera down!
Cameraman. Here, do a close up. Something, I don't know.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We tried that.
Oh, they don't fit in there.
I had good enough for when he's whacking it.
No. If I can get it square.
Wish I would have known.
It's not like it got covered in sawdust or anything.
83 1/4. That's one.
That's an old tool belt. That says Sears on it. Your tool belt. Your tool belt? I said, that's an old one. It says Sears.
Yeah. You know. I bought this when I did the roof on my dad's house.
When you bought the big hammer?
When I bought the framing hammer. And my dad's like, why did you buy a framing hammer?
Hey, they're nice. I have one.
I'm not saying it was nice. I still have it. It's a nice hammer, but it wasn't for roofing. He's like, you're going to get super tired.
Yeah.
He wasn't wrong.
Oh, no.
But, you know, I was 20 years old.
I mean, it's a good way
Can't tell a 20-year-old.
Get that arm strength going.
Yeah.
Forearm will burn after a while.
That's when Joe helped. When Joe had done construction for the year. After being fired for punching that guy.
He had it coming. It was proved in a court of law.
Yep. One of the best lines of a judge I ever heard. Just a tad long.
Just a bit outside.
Butter.
Yeah. See, I was outside of the sawdust range on that one.
Out of the blast zone.
Smart, yeah.
Yeah, it's called take a step back.
All right, that's good. All right, let's do time lapse from here, huh?
I remember when I first started working for Edgewood.